Hey guys, it's Manda Panda, and this is Spike. Spike's a dragon, but in Equestria Girl, Spike's actually a dog. So today, I'm going to be customizing this adorable Littlest Pet Shop Cocker Spaniel figurine into Spike from Equestria Girls. This particular LPS figurine is an older one. If you don't have this one, you can really just use any dog or puppy figurine that you have on hand. To make this custom, I will be using acrylic paint. I'm going to be using Americana's Lamp Black, Folk Art Perfect Purple, Apple Barrel Purple Princess, Americana Festive Green, Americana Sour Apple, and this light green folk art that does not have a name. I'm starting off by using a little bit of acetone to remove the dog's eyes. I'm primarily just trying to remove all of the black because it's such a strong color, and I'm gonna have to fill in the eyes with white later on. After that's done, I'm gonna completely cover the head and the body in the lighter purple shade. And acrylic paint is very patchy. This is probably gonna take about 4 coats to get a complete opaque coverage. So here's the first coat. And I'm gonna go in with the second coat. And I got a little bit of paint on the ears, but that's not too big of a deal. I'm gonna paint them green in a little bit anyways. Once all the purple has completely dried, I'm gonna start off by using the lightest shade of green, and I'm going to draw 2 lines on the side of Spike's mouth going down towards his chest. And this is just where I'm gonna start the outline for Spike's green fur that he has on his mouth and on the front of his chest. And I'm just gonna pull those 2 lines down all the way down the chin, the neck, and onto the chest area, because that is exactly how Spike looks in his dog form. And I'm gonna go over it with a couple coats to get complete coverage. I'm switching now to the medium green color, the brightest green color, and I'm gonna completely cover both ears. This color is so light, I am gonna end up putting 5 coats of paint on here to get a complete coverage on both ears. And once I put that one green ear on, this is really looking so amazing. He looks a little freaky right now because he doesn't have eyes, he just has white spots, but I'm really liking the way that this is coming out so far. Once the ears are completely covered and dry, it's time to switch to the darkest shade of green to do the little tiny bit of hair that Spike has at the top of his head. So I'm using a very small brush here and that dark green color, and I'm going to completely fill that in, again using about 3 coats of acrylic paint here. Now all of Spike's fur is completely painted. Once it's completely dry, I'm gonna start working on the actual face area. Using a little bit of black acrylic paint and an ultra fine brush, I'm gonna outline just the top areas of Spike's eyes. So just the top, I'm not gonna go all the way around. Now I'm gonna go in and draw Spike's pupil, which is the black area in the center of his eye. And I'm gonna repeat this on the other side as well. Spike's eyes are going to be green, so using the darkest green color, the one we use for the hair at the top of Spike's head, I'm gonna go ahead and draw in his irises, which is the colored area around the pupil here. And this is probably going to take 2 to 3 coats to get really good coverage. And I'll repeat this on the other side. I went ahead and added a darker color green at the top of the eye and a lighter color green at the bottom to give it a slight gradient effect, and I think it looks pretty neat. And the final step for the eyes is just going to be the white areas of light reflection, so I'm just gonna draw those in towards the top corners of both eyes, and these eyes I think came out awesome. Using a fine brush, I'm going to color in his nose with a little bit of black paint here. Then I'm gonna switch to a bright pink, give him a little mouth, and use a little bit of white and give him 2 teeth. The last step in the transformation is going to be the little cutie mark thing that Spike has on his flank, and it's basically like 3 little dots that almost look like a paw print. So I'm just going to draw those in and let everything completely dry. Once it has dried, I'm going to seal all of the work because I don't want any of that paint to chip. While the sealant is drying, I'm going to work on Spike's collar. I have some very thin leather cording here. I'm going to cut off just a little tiny piece and paint it with that darker shade of purple acrylic paint. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 coats of paint on here to make sure that it turns that gorgeous shade of purple. And then I'm gonna let it completely dry. Once it's dry, it's time to put the spikes on the collar. I'm gonna be using some silver metallic puffy paint or fabric paint, and very carefully just draw on some little spikes directly onto the collar, just like this. For Spike's tags, I'm going to use these small jump rings. They're silver, and I've gone ahead and spray painted 2 of them gold. And I'm going to connect them together like this. And then I'm going to use a little bit of air dry clay to fill in the center area of one of those rings. And then I'm going to use some acrylic paint to draw the heart on so it looks just like Spike's collar. And check it out, I've attached Spike's collar using a little bit of hot glue. This is the completed custom Spike LPS. He looks amazing. Let's compare him to the cartoon Spike. They look just like twins, so cool. If you have an idea for a custom LPS that you would like to see me make here on my channel, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, Little Pandas. Until next time, bye! You can find me online. For the latest news and updates for this channel, you can follow me on Instagram, Manda Panda Toy Collector, like my Facebook page, facebook.com/Manda Panda Toy Collector, or you can add me on Snapchat, Manda Panda TC. Want to mail something? You can. Send it to Manda Panda P.O. Box 65105, San Antonio, Texas 78265.